All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lucas Oil 150 Truck Series racing here tonight. A Wednesday night, a little bit of a late start to this stream, but nevertheless, we are going to get this one in its entirety. A pretty short race for the most part, just 150 laps, 150 miles around this 1 mile racetrack. So this is not going to take long at all. We're going to practice here for a few laps, and we're going to roll into session qualifying and get this race underway. Again, we've got the regular season points lead by 43 points with Chase Elliott over Marcus Hook coming into this race here today. So just over one race leading the points, and just 5 races before the playoffs, so still 5 spots open on points. So without further ado, we're going to hop into qualifying. Black Ace, Evan Board 23, welcome to the stream. Hate this track. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see how we're going to do today. Definitely took advantage with the practice and the qualifying and the session qualifying in the last race at Phoenix, or sorry, in the last race last night, in which we had one at Dover. See if we can take advantage of it here at Phoenix. Another 1 mile racetrack. This one much flatter than Dover. Pretty much a one groove track, but we're going to see some trucks slipping and sliding around this surface today. Got the controller here today for this race. I feel like the setup might be a little too loose. Not that it really looks that loose. I think I'm using just a little bit too much brake in the corners too. That might be some of the problem. Trying to get in a rhythm, get it situated here. That was our fastest lap so far on lap 4. So we did something right there. Jacob Westbrook called 88. Welcome to the stream. Gonna practice my pit stop this time by alright. Gonna guess speed limit's 35. 45, okay. So we got a little bit of extra room to work with here. So 45 miles an hour will be the pit road speed limit tonight. Looks like the full fuel run is going to be right around 65 laps if we can make it that far. Tires will definitely be a big factor in this one once again. With this being a 1 mile flat racetrack, you're on the brakes pretty hard here at Phoenix. Gonna end up wearing that right front out quite a bit over the course of the race. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. Did a DNF yesterday? Nope. Coming off a win at Dover. So got the 24 truck back to victory lane last night. Be careful coming up onto the racetrack here. Overdrove turns 3 and 4, trying to get up to speed. All right. Okay, I don't know what that was all about, but here we go. So fastest lap time was our 4th lap, 27.677. Got a goal time in practice. I don't think I've ever done that on this game before, so it's a new. And on to qualifying we go. So qualifying round 1, you guys know the drill with the session qualifying. Top 24 make it to round number 2. Round 2, the top 12 will make it to the 3rd and final round with a shot to start on the pole. P1 for this race here tonight. Ravish, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again too. Going pretty well. Ravish, I know there's a lot of people that were missing you in the chat here in recent weeks. Had a couple of questions on where you've been, and glad you can make it back. I know you have a different work schedule, so I remember you saying that from the past. And whenever you're off, you try to make it. .034. Yeah, we could definitely run quicker. I was only going to run 1 lap, but that first lap wasn't that great, so Chase Elliott going to try to pick up the time here on lap 2. It's going to be a fast lap. Oh, it was going to be at least until Elliott had to pass Reum in turns 3 and 4. That slowed his momentum down just a little bit. Still a faster lap time though, 27.739. 22nd, barely able to make it to round 2 there. Passing Josh Reum almost costed us. Gonna try to go a little bit looser with the setup, at least for qualifying. I don't know how that's gonna work entirely, but we'll see. Chase Elliott gonna try to run one lap. Man, making a lot of errors talking tonight. Sorry, you can tell the fatigue of the work week is starting to settle in, but hopefully come race time we'll be good to go. Alright, 1 lap for Chase Elliott here in round 2. Hopefully no lap trucks get in the way. You see Kyle Busch just coming out of the pits, but he was way behind us by the time he'll get up to speed. Oh, and Elliott just overran turns 3 and 4. It's gonna... the old turns 3 and 4. Now turns 1 and 2, but anyway, Chase Elliott overran the corner. Has to be perfect in 3 and 4. Wasn't perfect. It was alright. At the line, 27.594, fastest lap of the 3 we've ran in qualifying. He does pick up the pace slightly, but again, far from perfect lap time. 18th is where Chase Elliott will qualify here tonight for this race. Chastain, top of the charts in round number 2. Looks like we got a driver starting at the rear of the field, so it looks like Chase Elliott's going to actually end up starting 17th, so that'll give him the inside at least. And we're going to move that setup back to where we had it at the start of practice and qualifying here. Poikson, thanks. This man's commentary is amazing. Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream also. Oh, you had hand surgery. Man, that's tough. Hopefully you're doing all right. King Jackson, welcome to the stream. CW2288, welcome to the stream. You go with realistic rules. Yep, so here we go. Chase Elliott Can he go for back-to-back wins? Both on 1 mile racetracks. We're going to have to wait and see. Ross Chastain on the pole for the race here tonight. He ran some fast laps in practice. He's going to be well prepared for the race. Jesse Little and Rafael Lessard starting at the rear of the field here in tonight's race at Phoenix also. 5 races before the playoffs. Coming into this race, we've had 5 different winners. Still 5 spots remain for drivers to lock themselves in. And the green flag is in the air as Chastain will lead the field to the green. 150 laps. Not a long race tonight at Phoenix. Who will get the win? Looking to go all the way towards the bottom of the racetrack goes Chase Elliott in turn 1. Couldn't quite make it 3 wide. He does make a couple of passes though, regardless of the fact in the first half of the lap, as Ross Chastain will lead lap 1 at Phoenix here tonight. Sheldon Creed to the outside, quickly gets that spot back on Chase Elliott. Does not take a very long time to get around this racetrack, as he saw in the opening lap. We're likely looking at a 2 pit stop race here tonight, depending on how the cautions end up playing out as well. Alistair Moore, welcome to the stream. Johnny Sauter now trying to do the same thing Sheldon Creed did, and that's trying to pass Chase Elliott around the outside. He got to the outside, couldn't complete the pass right away like Creed did. Elliott drives it in deep. Oh, up the racetrack though. Almost couldn't get it to stick all over the 13 truck of Sauter, and now Sauter will clear him. If it wasn't for Elliott making the mistake there, I just don't know if he could have actually gotten there or not. And now Austin Wayne Self to the inside. A little door slam off of turn 4. And Self's got the spot. Elliott got a little loose off the exit of the corner on the top. Right back to where he qualified in 18th. Yep, full Phoenix race here for the Truck Series. Hopefully the wheel doesn't disconnect. I'm actually using the controller tonight, so we will not have an issue with this disconnecting at all. Full on battery charge, we're good to go. Oh geez, Tanner Gray to the inside all of a sudden. Looked away at the chat for 1 second, and Tanner Gray just absolutely drove it in deep when I wasn't expecting him to. Use a little bump and run. Rafael Lessard started at the rear of the field. He has made it up to 20th already. He has a fast truck. We're only 5 laps in here at Phoenix. What an amazing start for Rafael Lessard. Elliott kind of maybe holding him up a little bit. Chase is not looking as fast as what he did in practice, at least right now. Elliott all the way down to the apron on the inside of the track, back up the racetrack now, trying to gain every little time he can. Elliott really sliding back in the early going of the race, already 6 to 6.5 seconds off the lead. It's only lap 7. Trying to get Austin Wayne Self back, a little tap. Can't quite get under him though. And Lessard's still all over the back of the 24 truck. Elliott with a deep dive to the bottom into 1. Still cannot get around Austin Wayne Self. Goes to show how hard it is to pass here. Look at Lessard trying a little higher line through 1 and 2 himself to maybe set up Elliott for 3 and 4. But Elliott going again for the 18th spot on Austin Wayne Self. He is there. A little side draft. Can't quite stay with him. Lessard to the outside with a big run off the exit of the corner. Elliott tries to shortcut through the dog leg again. Back into turn 1. And Austin Wayne Self, center of the corner off, just completely gets back to the gas way sooner than Chase Elliott. Elliott still side by side with Self. 17th place truck Ty Majeski though, just in front of both of these guys. Elliott up the hill, and here comes Rafael Lessard, just sending it 3 wide off the exit of 4. A little contact, he's up to 18th, a 2-for-1 special for Rafael Lessard, and now he's quickly going to get that 17th spot on Ty Majeski right in front of us. The 22 and the 24 have been side by side for about 2.5 laps. Elliott finally clears Austin Wayne's self. And now goes for the 45 truck of Majeski in 1 and 2. Sorry, the old 1 and 2. Turns 3 and 4 that time. Get my corners mixed up tonight. Down to the apron again. Easily going to clear Majeski into 1. Fastest lap of the race that time for Elliott, 27.699. About as much open room as he has had for a full lap in this race already as well. Kind of willing to follow Lassard through the field. I mean, that Ford truck looks fast. If he can get the track position later in the race, he could be a contender for the win. Does not have a win on the season. Not looking good on points right now either. He might need a win in these last 5 races if he wants to make the playoffs, along with 2 of his other Kyle Busch Motorsport teammates, Riley Herbst and of course Kyle Busch himself. To the outside, Grant Enfinger. Lassard is going to try to get around him on the outside. Elliott just cannot stick the top. That is the second time we tried it, and both times we about ended up in the wall. Elliott barely keeping it off of him, but he does get a good run off the exit of 2. 3 wide to the bottom now. Can't quite clear the 98. Oh man, that's tight. How did we not make contact? Elliott clears the 98. He's going to clear the 4 of Lassard. And now going for Tyler Hill. Austin Hill in the 16, Tyler Hill in the 56. I don't think there's any relation between the 2 drivers. Sheldon Creed almost took it 3 wide himself through 3 and 4. The driver's right in front of him there, Brett Moffitt, Tanner Gray. Heavy dose of traffic right now in front of Elliott. Gonna try the outside again. He's a little tight on entrance when running the outside, but boy does Elliott get a great run off the exit of the corners. And he will here. Look at that run that Elliott can gain through 1 and 2 on the top. It's almost working in a sense. It's definitely risky. Knowing how tight we are immediately, barely keeping it off the wall every time. Elliott all the way to the bottom, 3 wide again through the tri-oval. On the front stretch, still 3 wide into 1. Stuart Friesen now in the middle, Austin Hill on the top. Elliott had to check up behind Friesen. And 3 wide again, off of turn 2. Down the back stretch into 3. This is unbelievable, they're still 3 wide. Zane Smith trying to block like crazy on all 3 lanes. Allows Elliott to his inside through the front stretch. Chase Elliott, a little side draft. Beats Zane Smith into 1. Smith gets back to the gas. But he's still stuck on the top. Johnny Sauter's going to get underneath him now and follow Chase Elliott on by. Chase Elliott to the top 10 for the first time here tonight. Currently in 8th. 19 laps in. 11.5 seconds off the lead. Welcome back there, Evan. Yes, Ravish, you might be the one on drugs, but yes, I am the one getting confused. Kudos to you not getting confused while you're on drugs, by the way, too, so thanks for admitting that. A lot of spaced out traffic up at the front of the field right now. I'd have to assume the leaders are in lap traffic, at least at the rear of the field with the back marker trucks. I mean, they have absolutely pulled away from us. Again, about 11.5 second lead. Only 20 laps in. Took a while for Elliott to get going here. Austin Blake, welcome to the stream. It's going pretty swell. Big run through number 3 and 4 to the inside of the 38 truck, Ty Gillen. Elliott not letting him go. Can he complete the pass? It seems like whoever's on the outside really drives it in deep every time. We have too when we were there, but that time it was Gillen on the outside, but Elliott's all clear off of turn 2. Yep, almost at 400 subs. We are very close, 388 coming into the stream if I'm not mistaken. We alternate through the different camera angles for the first time here in the race tonight. Ben Rhodes in 6, Matt Crafton rounds out the top 5 right now. He's about 6 seconds back from 5th place Crafton though. Of the 4 drivers that are within 16 points of the playoff cut line right now, 3 of which are Thor Motorsport Racing trucks. Well, which ones will be the drivers to make it of the Thor Motorsport trucks this season? Knowing there's that tight of a points battle going on coming into this race at Phoenix. Tell people to subscribe. Yeah, I know. I definitely need to do that. I need to take the time out of each race and say it over the course of the stream. I don't say it enough. Thanks for you guys that say it in the chat probably more often than I say it over the course of a race. I don't want to come off as needy. I guess that's the problem with me not saying it enough, but I definitely do have to be saying it a little bit more. Elliott's still on the surge right now. Look at the heavy lap traffic coming up in the near future. Definitely driving it in deep in both ends of the racetrack. Using quite a bit of apron. Got to be careful in turns 3 and 4, especially not to drive it too deep. 1 and 2 is a lot flatter, so you can actually run it just a slight bit deeper than what you can 3 and 4. 3 and 4 with the progressive banking, or at least a little bit of banking compared to what's on the very flat portion of the track. You don't want to get those left sides on the flat. Back in the normal cam here for now. Look at this heavy lap traffic. Some of them are for position. Matt Crafton, Hook, 3 wide for 4th place. Kyle Busch in the mix as well. So is Riley Herbst. And all of a sudden, Chase Elliott's to the lead. Chastain was in the mix also. Elliott led that last lap at the line. I did not realize the top 4 were all right there, stuck in the lap traffic. There's still 2x2 in front of him. Elliott just slipped by to the inside to take the lead, taking it 3 wide. More than halfway through the tire run, 30 laps into the race before Elliott takes the lead. Elliott's definitely got the long run speed in the truck. The problem is the short run is a lot slower compared to normal. I mean, we were an 18th place truck there at the very beginning of the race, right about where we started, but It's amazing how quickly we were able to get to the lead. Lap traffic definitely helped, that is for sure. Call 88, the race is 150 laps total. So again, not a very long race here at Phoenix, all things considered. Gonna be much shorter than the Dover race last night. The Dover race only took 82 minutes too, so yeah, this is gonna be closer to right around that 1 hour mark, if I had to guess. But anywhere between 60 to 70 minutes total time. Look at how quickly Elliott's pulled away. He's got about a 5-second lead. Again, a lot of it has to do with the lap traffic. There was a ton of lap traffic, but Elliott just took it to the bottom 3 wide and just pulled past everyone. That was all battling for the lead up there at the moment. Chastain, couple truck lengths ahead of Kyle Busch, it looks like right now, and then you got to go a couple seconds back to Crafton, and Johnny shows Marcus Hook from where they were just a little bit ago. LC Brawls, welcome to the stream. Yes, I do watch NASCAR races on TV. I don't really listen to the MRN broadcasts, obviously, unless I'm at the track, because that's what they play at the track, but... might end up having green flag pit stops pretty soon into this race here too. At least for Chase Elliott. Again, not sure exactly how much the tires are wearing out on everybody else's trucks, but Chase Elliott's definitely burning that right front out quite a bit. And he's about 2/3 of the way through this fuel run. But he is probably going to have to pit in less than 10 laps because of that right front tire wearing out. So hopefully the rest of the field comes down soon with him. I don't think Elliott wants to pit that much in front of the leaders, knowing that he could easily get trapped a lap down if that was the case. So could be very interesting. Marcus Hook in 5th. Remember, even though Marcus Hook had a stronger truck at the beginning of the Dover race and Elliott ended up getting the win, Hook still finished in the top 5. He finished in 5th. Didn't lose that many points to Elliott. And it doesn't look like that would be the case here today, so Elliott's got to be on point. That is 15 playoff points for the regular season champ. And again, we're getting late into this regular season championship run. 4 races left on the season after this one. Yeah, favorite driver is Blaney. Thanks, Ravish, for answering the question quickly. See, it's a nice thing, too. You guys get to know more about me, so when you see questions that come up frequently, you can ask them just in case I miss them in the chat or can't get to them right away, so that's cool. TTV Redskins, welcome to the stream. A 9-second lead on Chastain. I still think Chastain's going to be the guy to beat. It doesn't feel like we're really pulling away much, and that's even on this longer run outside of the lap traffic. Kyle Busch is right there with him, though. He has not gone away. Since they've been that close to one another, Kyle Busch has not been more than a second behind Chastain. In fact, overtook him for a small portion of time before Chastain got him back the next lap for that position. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream. Just a few more laps before Elliott has to hit pit road. Again, caution free to this point in the race. Almost a third of the way home already. Do I like Chase Elliott? He's a good guy. I don't dislike anybody in NASCAR really, so. But yeah, Chase Elliott's a good guy. I mean, he's not my favorite driver, so I'm not going to root for him like I root for Blaney every race day, but. They're down to single digits on that right front tire. They're going 3x3 off of turn 4 right in front of Elliott. Also, Elliott going to jump all the way to the apron, sees it coming. Oh, this could get tight into turn 1. Oh, man. Somebody, I think that was Riley Herbst, about door slam Sheldon Creed in the center of the corner. We're 4 wide off of turn number 2 at Phoenix of all places, and it was not on a restart. Unbelievable. Elliott trying to lap as many trucks as possible. Only 6 drivers on the lead lap off of turn 4 as Austin Hill goes a lap down now. And if a caution comes out, that would be perfect for Elliott. As long as it's before he hits pit road, he's going to stay out at least this time. You've had timely cautions with this game in any of the, well, at least the Cup and the Truck Series of the races we have raced the most so far on our custom schedule seasons. And caution is out. Elliott was going to try to stay out one more lap, and that works out perfectly for Elliott. Caution is out for the first time here today, almost a third of the way home. Austin Hill will get the free pass in 7. Yeah, I know. I didn't even address that on the channel at all. During any of the streams, nobody really brought it up. But, yep, I did see Aaron Rodgers, Danica Patrick broke up. Wasn't a huge Danica fan, but you got to have respect for auto racers of any sort. It was kind of cool that, you know, me being as big of a NASCAR fan as I am. Oh, we got to make sure we pit here. There we go. No adjustments needed, by the way, by Elliott, and he wins the race off the pit road. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, you know, my favorite player currently in the league, with me being a Packers fan, and then, you know, hooked up with Danica Patrick of all things, with me being a huge NASCAR fan. So what are the odds there, man? 100 laps to go here at Phoenix as Elliott leads the field to the green, following now the first restart of the race. Kyle Busch to the inside for second on Ross Chastain off of turn 2. Elliott holds on to the lead. And I don't think he's going to be able to hold on for very long. Here comes Busch up the middle. 3 wide for the lead. Elliott barely clears him, and now they're 3 wide back for second. Matt Crafton is in the mix. He was right on the bubble. Remember, Crafton was the last driver in on points coming into this race today. And he is going for the lead, maybe a win to lock himself in. 3 wide to the bottom. What a move by Crafton, as Chastain was already on the outside. They're going 3 wide behind us still. And here's the battle with the 2 regular season points leaders. Marcus Hook and Chase Elliott side by side for third. Hook clears. Look at Rafael Assard up to that free pass spot at 8th. He has absolutely worked his way through the field with only 1 caution for that matter. So he's racing for that free pass spot, coincidentally enough, with his teammate Riley Herbst. As Crafton leads currently, Chastain trying to get around him as Elliott fades back on the restart. Led the first lap, and that was it. The field can make it on 1 more pit stop today. Oh, jeez. Oh, no! Oh, a huge wreck down the front straightaway. Sheldon Creed involved. Many trucks involved as Elliott gets ping-ponged off of turn 2. I believe Tyler Hill caught a big piece of that. Elliott suffered quite a bit of damage but not enough to wreck out of the race completely. Very, very fortunate to make it through there. My goodness. Happened so quick off of turn 2. There were 3 wide middle when Elliott came off the exit of the corner. About ended up in the wall. Got really tight there as well. Once the trucks to the outside got on by, and Elliott, after keeping it off the wall, just came back down the track across a couple other trucks. And Sheldon Creed probably caught the most of that. Rafael Lassard will get the free pass. That is the second caution of the night. Well, Crafton will lead the field to the green here. And we'll try it again. It's 93 to go. Look at the restart by Elliott. He's quickly up to 5th. He's going for 3rd into turn 1. Now for 2nd. Oh, not quite. Oh, Hook got loose. Marcus Hook got extremely loose. Johnny Sauter really drove it in there on the top. He's clear up to 4th. Elliott holds on for 5th for now. Crafton leads the opening lap of the restart. Chastain stalking him from behind. Marcus Hook very close. He wants to get himself another win this season. Actually, Marcus Hook has not won a single race this year. My bad. He's 2nd in points, but no wins. So 15 playoff points for winning the regular season championship would go a long way for Hook, knowing that he hasn't won yet this year. Elliott all the way down to the bottom, through the apron. Trying to pull away from those drivers behind him there. Kyle Busch, Austin Hill, side by side behind us for 6th. Kyle Busch now all alone, and he's working on Elliott for 5th. Busch was in 2nd and 3rd place for the longest time for that opening caution of the race. Had a couple of bad restarts, and here he is. Elliott holding his zone a little bit better this time. Yes, the top 4 are pulling away. And finally, oh, that's actually Riley Herbst. There's the wrong 51 truck. That was Riley Herbst, not Kyle Busch. Here's Busch now behind us. I thought he was going to take it 4 wide in the center of 3 and 4 for a moment there, and Busch actually got loose off of 4. Got out of the gas. Sauter was able to clear him. Austin Hill, Kyle Busch battle again. Ellie got a little loose into turn 3. Drives on out of it. He's barely holding off Ben Rhodes right now.
Got one up top. You're all the way on top there.
87 to go, and for the final time already tonight, we're going to alternate through the different camera angles. Wow, Tanner Gray just shoved it into the corner. Got to the inside so quickly on Chase Elliott. Elliott had to get out of the gas before he could even hit his marks. Full side draft. Remember, Gray drove it in deep earlier, but ran into the side of us. That time he made the pass clean. He's in 10th. He's trying to run down the 9th place truck of Riley Herbst to get back on the lead lap. Austin Hill all over Elliott. Side by side off of turn 2. The second lap in a row. For 5th. Kyle Busch looking behind. Ooh, Busch got tight. Allows Moffitt to get under him. Wow, Austin Hill barely, and I mean barely cleared Elliott, but a good crossover by Chase Elliott. Back to the bottom into 1. Drives it in absolutely deep. Down to the apron trying to hold it. Oh, a little contact. Really washed up the hill and drove it in too deep. And Hill's got the spot. Elliott in the 3 again. trying to side draft that 16 truck. He was there for a second, but he couldn't get the power down quick enough. Good battle for 6 going on right now. Yep, my camera's strictly the PlayStation camera. Elliott trying to side draft Hill into 1. Drives it in deep, clears. Austin Hill though with the crossover. Now they trade spots. Hill cannot clear back. Big side draft off that right rear corner panel. Elliott is driving it extremely hard right now. Unbelievable battle between the 16 and the 24. Big run off the top, off of turn 4, and Elliott clears Austin Hill into turn 1. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream. Braves are winning. Nice, congratulations. Assuming you're a Braves fan then. Yeah, my Tigers were tied in the 7th inning right when I started the stream. Oh boy. Gander Gray not making it easy for Elliott to get around him. He has raced Elliott very hard here tonight. Elliott gets a big run on the outside though off of turn number 2. And he's going to clear Tanner Gray into 3. Great corner too to hit his marks despite carrying a little extra speed. And the truck is starting to come in. 80 laps to go. Again, we get over a third of the way through the fuel run, and it seems like that's when the truck starts to finally kick into gear. Problem is, he's about 7 seconds off the race lead. Sauter in 4th, Hook in 3rd. Chastain and Kraft in 1-2, but I'm not sure exactly which one of those two is leading right now. Kraft did lead initially off the restart. And we lost sight of the top 4 once we started battling for 5th. Been here since 26 subs. Yep, King, I remember you for a while. Greatly appreciate it. Anthony Hanley, welcome to the stream, by the way. Late mention there, sorry for that. Just saw you in the chat up at the top of my screen there. Thanks for loving the streams, man. We'll get back to Cup Series action on the channel tomorrow, so I have a doubleheader in play for tomorrow. It's going to be a Charlotte doubleheader for the Cup Series. We're going to run the Charlotte Roval for the next full race live stream tomorrow morning starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to run the Coke 600 later in the evening starting at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So big day on the channel tomorrow. 2 fun races, 1 Crown Jewel event. It's going to be a long day of racing, but it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully, with doing that, we can get to 400 subs by the end of that Coke 600 tomorrow. That'd be pretty cool. Elliott closing in on Johnny Sauter. He's about 2.5 seconds behind him. 5 seconds behind the 3rd place driver of Hook. Cross flags in the air that time by. We're halfway home. 75 laps to go. Yeah, I don't know. 75 laps left at Phoenix. It's just tough to say. Yeah, we were leading laps, but if it wasn't for the lap traffic, I just don't know if we would have actually gotten to the lead, at least that quick. Remember, the fuel run is 65 laps. We're almost to that point, but I did not think the right front was going to last quite that long. It looked like we were going to be able to go about 50 laps, roughly. So hopefully there's no caution, at least until we get to 50 to go. Gamer Playboy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I saw what happened to the Marlins. So did they postpone it or cancel it? Because I've heard people say cancel and I've heard postpone. I don't know how they're going to make those games up, so I'd have to assume they cancel them. Because they only get 6 off days in the whole season. And that hurts, who are they supposed to play? The Phillies? Or no, they just got done playing the Phillies. The Yankees, were they supposed to play? I can't remember who they were supposed to play for these next couple series. Or whoever they were supposed to play. I mean, that hurts them just as much as it hurts the Marlins as far as, like, the standings go, because they're playing less games. Especially for the Yankees' sake. I think the Yankees were one of the teams that were supposed to play them. I don't know who else was supposed to play them, though. It's crazy. That's bound to happen at some point, I guess, though. Elliott makes a pass, using lap traffic to his advantage there to get around Sauter. Elliott digging in. Ross Chastain, Marcus Hook, caught behind some more lap trucks, as well as the race leader, Matt Crafton. Hook is going to get around Chastain now for second. Chastain going to try to cross him over. Oh, he takes it 3 wide with the lap truck. They're 3 wide for second. They're about to sandwich the lap truck right in the middle, in between the two of them. Crafton slightly getting away from him. Phillies were suspended till Saturday. Gotcha. I saw at least at the point this morning that none of the Phillies players tested positive, though. At least of the ones that were tested. I guess I don't know for sure if they tested the whole team or not. But if they tested the whole team and they came back negative, I don't see why they can't get back to playing. I don't know. It's a very weird, very, very weird times. Let's just say that. And Chastain still struggling with lap traffic. Angela Ruck to the inside, 3 wide. Splitting the lap traffic. Chastain just in front of the 24 truck of Elliott still, but Elliott drives it in deep for third. Side by side into turn 1. Trying to side draft that 40 truck. Still side by side down the back. Marcus Hook is catching up to Crafton now, as Elliott takes over third. Crafton still leads. Hook is to the inside, side by side for the lead with just 67 to go. Oh, contact! Hook just completely moves Nemechek out of the way, and he's not going to be able to clear Crafton yet. Still side by side for the lead. They split the traffic 3 wide. Big run by Elliott. To the bottom. Oh, he sends it. Contact. Staying to the inside of the 94 truck. He's up to second. Side by side for the lead between the 2 points leaders, Elliott and Hook. More lap traffic in the way. Here comes Greenfield. Oh, man. They going to split him again? No, Crafton pulls up Greenfield pulls up right in front of Hook, allowing Crafton to get to the inside, and Crafton's back up to second. And Chase Elliott to the lead with 65 laps to go at Phoenix. Second time he has led today. Kelly Moore, welcome to the stream. No problem for being late. Elliott absolutely trying to pull away from the drivers behind him who are still battling for second. Look at all 3 of them under a blanket. Crafton still in second for the moment. Hook now to the inside off of turn 2, with Chastain lurking right behind both of them. Aiden Rowland, welcome to the stream. Yep, Gamer Playboy, welcome to the stream. I did see you earlier. Oh, man. And overdrove turn 3 or turn 1 there.
Stay low, stay low. All clear.
Yeah, Travis Pastrana. I almost said Pastrami. Travis Pastrana's in the was in the truck race this weekend. Kind of neat to see him back. Lasagna, welcome to the stream. Aiden, why are you happy, man? Oh boy. How long do I think the first race is going to take tomorrow? Charlotte Roval will probably take about 2.5 hours if I had to guess. Roughly, again, not always completely sure. Rod G, welcome to the stream.
Careful, still there. Alright, you're clear there.
3-second lead for Elliott right now on Crafton, 60 to go. Again, we have had 2 cautions so far today. And that's it. Oh yeah, yep, that's right. Good point. Playoff hockey's around. I'd be more excited. I'm a pretty big hockey fan, as I am with most sports. But again, NASCAR #1. But it's gonna suck though, because although I'm excited the NHL's coming back, the Red Wings were terrible again this season. Even worse record-wise than what they have been in recent years. So they're not even in the expanded playoff field or tournament, whatever you want to call it, for the Stanley Cup. But that's a tough break for me being a Detroit fan. Same thing with the NBA too, with the Pistons, with the NBA restart, that they were too far back in the standings. They didn't get there either. Man, my teams, Tigers, have been absolutely terrible for the last 3 or 4 years too. Bottom of the league. It's got a lot of teams in Detroit rebuilding, man. Definitely some tough times. What was my longest video? The Coke 600 on NASCAR Heat 4. I can't remember what season it was exactly, but one of those races took just over 3.5 hours. It's going to be a long one tomorrow for that one. I expect it to be again. You know, if we did somehow stay green to the end, I have no clue who's going to win this race, because Chase Elliott can only go roughly 50 laps on that right front tire at the most, and we still got 56 to go. It's down to 14%. We're well able to make it on fuel to the end of the race. That is no issue. It's going to be on tire wear and how the tires will act to the end of the race. We've only had to pit once so far tonight. Oh God, well, contact with Tate Fogelman. Luckily it wasn't too much contact. He didn't get too loose. Looked away at the chat for 1 second again and messed it up. Messed up the corner slightly. Seven-second lead. I'm very surprised Matt Crafton's been able to hold on right where he's at on the track right now, to be completely honest.
Easy on the tires, driver.
Favorite college football team? University of Michigan. I only live about an hour and 20 minutes or so south of Ann Arbor, so I go up there once a year for football games. I haven't been to a basketball game yet up there, but the only college sports I really follow is basketball and football. I was at the OSU Michigan game a couple years ago. That was wild. It was a good game too. The energy is just incredible. Unlike anything else I've ever seen in my life. I love going to NASCAR races. The energy there is fine, but it's a different kind of energy when you go to a football game. I get just as pumped for NASCAR races, but as far as the, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's football and NASCAR is uncomparable. Both awesome, but it's like completely different circumstances. I mean, it's like that with any sport though too, but. And there's another timely caution right before green flag pit stops for the second time tonight. So caution is out. And this is interesting. Because with 51 to go, this could be the final restart of the race. Chase Elliott going to hit pit road along with the rest of the field to make that final stop. Yeah, Michigan's got, shoot. It's been so long since college basketball, it feels like. Yeah, they do have one of the Fab Five as their coaches. Juwan Howard. Juwan Howard's our head coach. He was coaching them pretty well this year. They had a decent team. Man, yeah, that sucks that Buffalo missed the playoffs by one spot. It's tough to have to make that decision for the NHL, too. Matt Crafton won the race off of pit road. Elliott restarted in third. Oh, man, Elliott to the bottom. 3 wide for the lead. This is tight. 4 wide for the lead off of turn 2. Crafton's got to get out of the gas and stacks up the outside. We're still 3 wide for the lead. Chastain just absolutely sends it. Elliott gets tight in the center of the corner. Chastain just made a 4 wide pass for the lead on the restart at Phoenix. Unbelievable. What did we just see there? And this is the race because this could be the final restart here today, and Elliott is slipping back. As Chastain, who dominated the first third of the race, is back out in front again for the first time in a while. But he's got Marcus Hook all over him right now. Look at Kyle Busch going up the middle, 3 wide and sending it. But Elliott just able to clear him anyway, and Busch lost a ton of ground. Austin Hill gets by him for the spot for 6th place back behind us. Oh, Elliott back to the gas a little too soon. Here comes Austin Hill to the bottom. Battle for 5th. Hill trying to side draft that left rear corner panel of the 24 of Elliott. Elliott drove it in deep. And he can't stick it. He had to get out of the gas lane. 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Oh, wow. Moffitt pulled up right in front of him there. Tanner Gray to the inside now. Elliott has to get out of the gas a little earlier just to get back down to the bottom of the track. Elliott now back to 7th. Lassard got the free pass under that last caution to get back on the lead lap in 8th. For those of you who were wondering. Ben Rhodes to the inside. Elliott is absolutely dropping back on this restart. This has been the worst restart of the race so far for this 24 team. About 5 seconds off the lead. The leaders start battling. Hopefully they won't pull too far ahead of where Elliott's at on the track right now. And hopefully for Elliott's sake, the truck doesn't take too long to come in. Will the tires last to the end of the race, though? That is another question. Yeah, we went green with 51 to go. We are right on that border of whether or not the right front will last to the finish. But Elliott's got to run hard to get himself back into position. What year was it when I made my first video? It would have been 2019. It would have been in well, the first stream I did was November 2019, but I think I've had some videos on YouTube from like former Michigan games and Tigers games and stuff like that, Pistons games that I'd gone to, but that was it. But as far as like the channel itself is what you know it today, NASCAR oriented. I started back in late November, right after the end of the NASCAR season last year is when I started uploading full race live streams. The realistic broadcast, and it would have been the Daytona 500 for season 1 for NASCAR Heat 4. That is still my most viewed video to this day. I think it's got almost 7,000 views now, so still getting subscribers and comments on that one daily, so that's pretty cool to see. Even though we're on NASCAR Heat 5 now too. Just 38 laps left. The laps are definitely ticking down quickly as expected here tonight at Phoenix. Elliott has got to cut into this lead. 6.5 seconds back. He's still sliding. And a 1.5 seconds off from 6th place Austin Hill. Kyle Busch has gotten himself back to the top 5. Man, Ellie just could not stay under that 99 there of Ben Rhodes. He needs to make quick work of these lap trucks right in front of him here. Moffitt, Tanner Gray, Ben Rhodes. Elliott has got to make quick work. He absolutely sends it on Rhodes to try and clear him and stay in front of him. That didn't work because Rhodes is just going to cross him over back to the inside and clear him. And Elliott's got to do it all over again into turn 1. He's going to get back to the inside, but he can't hold there. And again, Elliott is wasting just a little too much time trying to get around these lap trucks in the middle of the field.
Still there?
Rhodes has a big run there on Gray, and Gray keeps getting big runs on Moffitt. He just can't quite stay there. Elliott and Rhodes side by side through the front stretch. And 3 cautions totaled, 2 pit stops, and that will be enough.
Still there?
Man, that was close. Ben Rhodes. Big side draft up the top. He's going to clear Elliott again. Elliott again has to restart the move, and he just cannot get around the 99 of Rhodes. I mean, Rhodes is battling Moffitt and Gray for positions right now, so I don't blame him for racing Elliott as hard as he is. And finally, Elliott able to clear Rhodes, and now trying to work on Moffitt. Gonna clear him down the back stretch. About 8.5 seconds off the lead was Elliott. Leaders have just hit lap traffic. I shouldn't say just hit lap traffic. They've at least been in lap traffic for a little bit now. At least with the back marker trucks. It will only thicken and get worse as the run carries on. If we get another caution and everybody hits pit road, I just don't see Chase Elliott getting the win. He needs us to play green to the end of the race, and we still don't know if that right front's going to make it. And as it paces right now, I just don't think that's going to be the case. Gray gonna try the crossover. Oh, he tried, but he couldn't quite get back around Elliott, and now Elliott tries to drive off from Gray into one. A little more open room to work with. He's got about a second and a half until the next truck ahead of him, which would be, again, for position with Austin Hill. Thanks for that comment there, Raji. Yep, try to give it a realistic broadcast. These full race live streams on the daily. We got a special doubleheader again tomorrow. We go back to the Cup Series as we run Charlotte Roval. And then the Coke 600 tomorrow. By the way, all these races, with you being new to the channel, first time watching, these are on a championship mode season. But it is a custom schedule for all three of the top series in NASCAR. So Xfinity Series still on hold because the game likes to crash with the custom schedules with the Xfinity Series for whatever reason. But we are definitely full go with the trucks and Xfinity on the daily. So subscribe if you are interested for more daily NASCAR content, as well as for anybody else watching. Got a nice amount of viewers coming out here for the late going of this race tonight. Just 27 laps left. Still 8 seconds off the lead. These battles for position could get intense. We are closing in on Hill. We have seen how hard it is to pass. How quickly can Elliott get around the 16 truck? He's got a big run in the draft now, off of 2. Down the back stretch into 3 to the inside. Elliott clears Austin Hill. About as quickly as he's passed the truck during this run. Quick work on Austin Hill, just 26 laps to go. Kyle Busch up to 4th, by the way. He got around Sauter a little bit ago, and Sauter's back to 5th. Both about 2 to 2.5 seconds ahead of where Elliott's at on the track. 7 seconds off the lead, and I think Matt Crafton is up there as well, not too far ahead also. So 3rd place is definitely within reach here in the coming laps for Elliott. Can he get to the lead, though, is going to be the question. Again, I think it's going to depend on the lap traffic. We have seen these other drivers struggle in lap traffic today. That has definitely helped Elliott. But over the course of this final run, that interval, although it's getting smaller, it's not getting smaller that fast. It is definitely taking time. Oh, look at that, up the middle, 3 wide. Making quick work of Fogelman and Herbst. What a move by Elliott. Definitely dicey to say the least. There was no contact there either. That was about as clean as Elliott could have made it. As he tries to run down Sauter. Less than a half a second ahead is Johnny. Elliott to the inside. Big side draft on Sauter off of turn 4. Oh man, Sauter tried to block him off, and now he does. So Sauter barely able to hold the position. Elliott drives it in deep through 1 and 2. Oh, there's contact. Elliott got hooked on the 13 of Sauter that time, and they're still side by side. And now clear down the backstretch. Elliott up to 5th. You can tell the 24 truck is driving hard in the late going of the race, trying to catch the leaders. Ooh, Sauter just got pinned behind Herbst. And now less than a second behind Kyle Busch. Again, Crafton in 3rd. He's about a second and a half ahead. Elliott still 6.5 seconds off the lead. 20 laps to go, this time by. As again, Elliott tries to go for back-to-back wins after winning at Dover last night. Busch caught behind Ruck. Elliott to the outside easily, up to 4th, using the lap truck as a pick. It's what he needs is easy work to be made like that. Marcus Hook 5 seconds ahead in 2nd. So he is about a half a second behind Ross Chastain, the race leader. So right now it's a 2-truck race. Elliott now only a half a second behind Crafton. Why did they move the championship from Homestead to Phoenix? Phoenix has done a lot with renovating their racetrack over the last couple of years. And I think that has a lot to do with it, kind of rewarding them with a championship race now. But not only that, I think this could be the start of moving the championship race to multiple tracks, especially if they look to shortening the schedule as far as like start time to finish time at the end of the year. That can play a big factor too when a caution is out with just 18 to go. Our 4th caution of the race. Oh boy. You know what? I think it's risky to restart back in the pack, but Elliott's going to hit pit road and take some fresh tires just in case that right front can't make it to the end of the race. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to pit. That could be troublesome for Chastain and Hook. It was going to be close to see if Elliott was going to catch him or not by the end of the race, but yeah, if they end up moving the championship race year to year to year, that'd be kind of cool. From 8th, green flag back in the air. Elliott, only one of the leaders on the lead lap on fresh tires. Herb's got the free pass. Elliott up the middle on the restart. Look at how much faster and how much more grip the 24 truck has. This might not take long. But will we stay green to the end of the race for now? Elliott 3 wide for second into 3. Underneath Crafton and Hook. Oh man, really running up the track. A little tight there, but he's able to clear. 3 wide behind for 3rd. Look at Sauter going for the spots. Chastain leads. It's going to be tough to pass the leader in the clean air, but Elliott's going to try to do it. He's got the tire advantage that could make it easier. Off of turn 2 to the inside. Elliott with the pit strategy, game in hand for the lead into 3. Clear off of turn 4, drives it in deep, gets it to stick. Chase Elliott for the 3rd time tonight is leading at Phoenix with just 13 to go. I think that was a smart way to play it, especially if we go caution free. From here on out, they're going to have no shot. Quickly out to a 1 second lead. Elliott is just going to pull away if we don't get another yellow. Very curious on why nobody else hit pit road. I mean, I don't blame anybody else for not hitting the pits. And I would have stayed out if the tires were going to make it, but I just wasn't sure about that right front. We had been close and got bailed out with cautions just in case we didn't get another one. I was not about to take that risk. Trust me, I would have rather restarted in 3rd than 8th, but it looks like it might work out for us anyway here. Chastain in 2nd all by himself. I mean, Ross has had a great race truck for sure tonight. Arguably has the fastest truck in the field overall. But Elliott is the one who leads with 10 laps to go at Phoenix. One more time, again, Cup Series action tomorrow. Doubleheader on the channel for NASCAR Heat 5. Full race live streams as you're seeing tonight with the Truck Series. But again, it'll be with the Cup at the Charlotte Roval and then the Coke 600 later on tomorrow. So big day on the channel. Some 2 heavy hitting races. Should be both exciting. And I'll be making the realistic broadcast as usual with the full race live stream. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. 8 to go. Thanks there, Tim. I don't know, man. It would have been close to see. I think on the restart, even on older tires, we could have gotten to the lead. Again, I just was not confident the right front was going to last the last 15 laps of the race when we went green. I just was not confident it was going to last. I think it was better to play it safe that way, making sure that it was going to last with pitting. But now we're put in a bind again. If we get another caution and everybody behind us hits pit road, that'll put Elliott in a tough spot. But if we have another restart, they don't hit the pits behind us, I think we're good to go. Five-second lead now. Chastain's a full second ahead of third place. Kyle Busch has moved his way up to third now. And much like you saw, right as that first caution of the race came out, just under 50 laps in, it was Elliott leading, who had just taken the lead at the time. Chastain second, and Kyle Busch was in third. And that is your top three now, with Marcus Hook in fourth, having another great showing on the season. Matt Craft in fifth. Elliott had a 43-point lead over Marcus Hook coming into this race tonight for the regular season championship. With a win, Elliott will for sure expand on that points lead, but not by much, because again, Hook finishing in the top five, or even fourth for this matter, would be huge. And Hook is catching Kyle Busch for third, by the way. Hook might even be able to get the third spot by the end of the race. So still 4 races left on the regular season. It is not by any means over on the regular season points battle. We have DNF'd once this year in the Truck Series. Granted, it was kind of by fluke because the steering wheel disconnected. But if it wasn't for that, I think we'd have a little bit more comfortable of a points lead. I'm not saying we had a winning car at Vegas when the steering wheel disconnected, but we definitely had a top 10 truck. We lost out on at least 20 points that day. SpongeBob 545, welcome to the stream. Right at the finish here, Chase Elliott leads, just trying to get to the white flag. Can we stay green long enough to get to that point? Just 2 laps to go, this time by Elliott to the apron, through the dog leg. An 8-second lead on Chastain. Less than a mile away though, into turn 1 now from the white flag for Elliott. Dealing with lap traffic now, and I don't know if the leaders behind us will catch the lap traffic or not. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go at Phoenix for Chase Elliott. Good call on the pit strategy during that final caution for the final 15 laps on the restart. Only driver on the lead lap to hit the pits, giving up track position from third. It's going to pan out for Chase Elliott. Chastain might have had the fastest car, but Elliott will get the win at Phoenix here tonight in the Truck Series. Wins never come easy. We need every one we could get before the playoffs, and that is another 5 playoff points for Chase Elliott. And again, working himself closer to a regular season championship for another additional 15 playoff points. It was an 18th place truck at the start of the race. We had a long run truck, that's for sure, but man, over the course of a run, I don't know if we were going to be able to get to the lead by the finish. We were still about 6 seconds off the lead at the timing of that last yellow. But nevertheless, Elliott gets the win. 9 drivers finished on the lead lap here tonight. Again, Elliott with the win. Chastain in second. Kyle Busch third. Hook fell back to fourth there at the end. He couldn't quite catch Kyle Busch. Crafton rounds out the top 5. Then you have Sauter in 6th. Rafael Estard from the rear up to 7th. He had a great race truck. Austin Hill 8th, Riley Herbst 9th, and Ben Rhodes rounds out the top 10. Take a look at your DNFs here tonight. No DNFs. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Saw a huge wreck, but no DNFs here tonight. For the first time in any of the 3 series for any race this year, every driver that started the race finished as well. So 68 minutes total time on the race, 1 hour 8 minutes total. Take a look at the point standings here. Chase Elliott has a 50-point lead over Marcus Hook now, expanding by another 7 points there. Again, Chastain, Hill, Kyle Busch, Riley Herbst all have wins and are locked into the playoffs. And there will be at least 1 spot now that will be solidified on points. Still 4 races left to win, and you're in. As long as you're in the top 20 in points, everybody that has a win currently is easily going to finish in the top 20. So that is not a question. So you look back currently to 8th place. Matt Crafton is the last driver in on points. He had a much better night. Finished top 5. Stuart Friesen, on the other hand, did not have a great run. Finished outside the top 10. Crafton able to build that gap on the points bubble there. But look at that. Edfinger, Sauter, Rhodes, Crafton. No Thor Motorsport trucks have won this year. But they still have all 4 trucks in the top 8 in the point standings, looking to get into the playoffs on points perhaps. Win would definitely be huge, and it would go a long way for him, but no guarantees there. Matt Crafton has a 10-point advantage over Friesen, so that is definitely close for sure. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that going forward here to the end of the regular season. Ross Chastain, man, led the most laps, 57 laps total, but a runner-up finish for him tonight. Well, yep, King, thanks. Thanks, everybody in the chat. So without a doubt, that is going to finish it tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Again, doubleheader. We got Charlotte Oval for the Coke 600. So hope to see you guys then for both of the Cup races tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening, rest of your night. I'll be back with plenty of action tomorrow. More full race live streams with a realistic broadcast as usual on the channel. So subscribe if you're new for more daily NASCAR content. Hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the video, the commentary, or the race in general. And I will see you guys tomorrow.